Alright everyone, this is Timothy3354's first walkthrough of a video game for the internet. And I will be doing Fallout New Vegas, which is a bit old by this point in time, but I enjoy it nonetheless. Please forgive me if my sound's a bit off. I'm new to recording sound with Fraps. Alright then. Let's get started.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Alright. So in Fallout you play Courier
What I'd
6,
have
a
paid for it,
package
but if that's your
deliverer,
name, that's your
mailman,
name. I'm Doc
with a
Mitchell.
Mojave
Welcome
Express.
to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Bethesda likes to make these different, I don't know, customations for their characters, but in the Fallout games they weren't really as in-depth as they are in Skyrim, which you can just take basically forever to make a character and then never look at their face, which is always just so much fun. I'll do that. And then hair. The most important part.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you get back all your faculties.
Alright, so with these are your skills. They affect, and there's the effects right there. Personally, I like to put strength less because there are different ways to get your strength up in this game. Different quests you can take that'll build it up. There's at least one in this one that will. And it doesn't seem to affect too much other than your carrying capacity. Perception 7 is a good perception, but we'll just keep it at 5 for right now because there are other ways to get them up. Endurance I like to set at 9, and also intelligence I like to set up. Never really liked charisma, it doesn't seem to do anything. Alright.
Look at that. Maybe them bullets done your brain some good. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
Not sure why he's not wearing clothes when all he had to do was brain surgery, but you
All
never
right.
know.
I'm gonna say a word. I want you
Reveal
to
dog.
say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Cat.
House.
Target.
Night.
Day. It's not one of them.
Bandit.
Dead.
Light.
All these that you answer right now will affect your traits, but you can change them at the end if you don't like them, so it's not too bad.
Mother. Okay, now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
Surprisingly enough.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
I never understood what that means.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
I'm a package courier.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Right.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
I typically snipe, but
Almost
okay.
done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Chemical reaction.
Okay. How about...
Space age technology. Two dudes high-fiving to me.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to.
These are just fine enough. Typically I like putting them into science because a lot of stuff uses science skill in this game. The higher these skills are, sometimes the more you'll be able to interact with things, like your repair and science, and especially your speech. And of course lockpicking. Unlike Skyrim, you need a high lockpicking to get into higher level locks, like a master level lock on Skyrim. You would need a level 100 lockpicking in the Fallout games just to be able to try to pick the lock. If that makes sense. Alright, that looks fine for now.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Oh, very long. Personally, for this one, I like to take skilled. It adds 5 to all skills, and you can take this one twice if you have the Big Mountain expansion pack. It lets you redo these, and it'll add 5 more, so that'll be 10, and I don't think it takes another 10% up. But either way, yeah. Don't take Wild Wasteland. This one is good, and we'll get that after we go through the Big Mountain Park, but not first, because there's a special gun that we can only get if you do not take this perk. Other than that, there's not really anything I like, so I'll just take... Oh... Small framed. That'll be fine.
Alright, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Now in this game you have the option of being first person or third person just by rolling up or down on your mouse. For the computer, I don't know about any of the other consoles. Never played on any of them.
Here, these are
Or
yours.
at least not Fallout.
Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway.
Thanks for patching me up.
Don't
though.
mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
I don't recommend doing hardcore mode, so we won't do it, but we will play on the hardest difficulty. Now, if you watch on the things that it comes up, the loading screens, between places, it says that it actually does stuff. From what I've seen, there isn't much of a difference in the difficulties, and it doesn't help your EXP at all. Unlike Skyrim. Which we'll get into next, I guess, after finished with Fallout. If anyone has any questions over Fallout or Skyrim, I can help. Just ask, and I will make a video for you explaining it.